Did you know that according to recent studies, nearly 70% of professionals believe poor communication skills limit their career growth? That's like having a powerful car but not knowing how to drive it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to ChillTalk English. I'm Emma.
And I'm Henry. Today, we're going to learn professional phrases and workplace vocabulary that can help you succeed in your career.
Learning these phrases will help you feel more confident at work, communicate better with colleagues and clients, and open up new opportunities for advancement. Think of these phrases as tools in your professional toolkit. The more tools you have, the better equipped you are to build the career of your dreams.
That's right, Emma. Language is like a key that opens doors to professional success. Without the right words, even the most talented person can struggle to showcase their abilities.
I remember when I first started working in an international company, I was so nervous about speaking English in professional settings that I would avoid contributing to meetings, even when I had great ideas.
I can relate to that, Emma. When I had my first job interview in English, I couldn't find the right words to express my qualifications. I left feeling like I hadn't shown my true potential.
But don't worry. Today, we're going to provide you with practical, easy-to-use phrases that you can start using right away in your professional life.
If you find this helpful, please like our video, share it with friends who are learning English, and subscribe to our channel for more lessons.
Scene 1. Job interview.
In our first scene, Emma and I will demonstrate a job interview. I'll play the role of interviewer, Mr. Smith, and Emma will play interview candidate, Miss Johnson.
Let's begin.
Good morning, Miss Johnson. Thank you for coming in today.
Good morning, Mr. Smith. Thank you for inviting me.
Could you tell me a little about yourself?
I have 5 years of experience in marketing. I worked at ABC Company for 3 years and then moved to XYZ Corporation, where I currently work as a marketing specialist.
Why are you interested in this position?
I'm looking for new challenges and opportunities to grow. Your company has an excellent reputation, and I believe my skills would be a good match for this role.
What are your strengths?
I'm a good communicator, and I work well in a team. I'm also organized and can manage multiple projects at the same time.
Can you give an example of a time when you solved a problem at work?
At my previous job, our team was behind schedule on a project. I suggested a new approach that helped us complete the project on time.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I hope to have developed more skills in digital marketing and perhaps be leading a team.
Do you have any questions for us?
Yes, I'd like to know more about the team I would be working with and what the company culture is like.
We have a small but dedicated team. The company culture is collaborative and supportive. We value work-life balance.
That sounds great. When can I expect to hear back from you?
We'll be making a decision by the end of this week. We'll contact all candidates by Friday.
Thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you for coming in. Have a nice day.
You too. Goodbye.
Vocabulary and phrase breakdown.
Great interview. Now, let's explain some key phrases.
First, could you tell me a little about yourself? This is a common question in job interviews. For example, could you tell me a little about yourself? Or, tell me about yourself.
Next, I have 5 years of experience in. This is how you talk about your work experience. Like in our dialogue, I have 5 years of experience in marketing. You can also say, I have experience in teaching.
Another useful phrase is, I'm looking for new challenges and opportunities to grow. This shows you want to develop professionally. For example, I'm looking for new challenges, or I want opportunities to grow.
We also used, what are your strengths? This is how interviewers ask about your good qualities, like, what are your strengths? Or, what are you good at?
Finally, where do you see yourself in 5 years? This is a common question to understand your career goals. For example, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Or, what are your long-term career goals? Guided practice. Now, let's practice some of these phrases. Repeat after me. Could you tell me a little about yourself?
Could you tell me a little about yourself?
I have 5 years of experience in marketing. I have 5 years of experience in marketing. I'm looking for new challenges and opportunities to grow.
I'm looking for new challenges and opportunities to grow.
What are your strengths? What are your strengths? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Do you have any questions for us?
Do you have any questions for us?
Great job! Now try using these phrases in your own sentences about your career. Scene 2. First day at work.
For our second scene, Henry and I will be at an office on the first day of work. I'll play the role of manager Lisa, and Henry will play new employee Tom.
Let's begin.
Good morning, Tom. Welcome to our team. I'm Lisa, your manager.
Good morning, Lisa. Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Let me show you around the office. This is the main workspace where you'll be sitting.
It looks nice. Where will I be working?
Your desk is over there, by the window. We've set up your computer and email already.
That's great. Thank you. Who will I be working with?
You'll be working closely with Sarah and Mike. They're both experienced team members. Let me introduce you.
I'd appreciate that. What are my main responsibilities?
Your main responsibilities will include managing client accounts and preparing monthly reports. Here's your job description.
Thank you. What time do we usually start work?
Most people arrive between 8:30 and 9 a.m. We finish around 5:30 p.m. Is that okay with you?
That works for me. Do we have regular team meetings?
Yes, we have a team meeting every Monday morning at 10 a.m. We also have a company-wide meeting once a month.
I understand. Where can I get lunch?
There's a cafeteria on the ground floor, or you can bring your own lunch and use the break room on this floor.
Good to know. Who should I ask if I have questions?
You can always ask me, but if I'm not available, Sarah is the team lead and can help you with most questions.
Thank you for all the information. I'm looking forward to starting.
We're happy to have you on the team. Let me know if you need anything else.
I will. Thank you again. Vocabulary and phrase breakdown. Great first day conversation. Now let's explain some key phrases.
First, welcome to our team. This is a friendly way to greet a new colleague. For example, welcome to our team, or welcome aboard.
Next, let me show you around the office. This is how you offer to give someone a tour. Like in our dialogue, let me show you around the office. You can also say, let me give you a tour.
Another useful phrase is, what are my main responsibilities? This is how you ask about your job duties. For example, what are my main responsibilities? Or what will I be doing?
We also used, what time do we usually start work? This helps you understand the work schedule. Like, what time do we usually start work? Or, what are the working hours?
Finally, who should I ask if I have questions? This is important for knowing who to go to for help. For example, who should I ask if I have questions? Or, who can help me if I need something?
Guided practice. Now, let's practice these new phrases. Repeat after me.
Welcome to our team.
Welcome to our team. Let me show you around the office. Let me show you around the office. What are my main responsibilities? What are my main responsibilities? What time do we usually start work?
What time do we usually start work?
Who should I ask if I have questions?
Who should I ask if I have questions?
I'm looking forward to starting.
I'm looking forward to starting.
Great job. Now try using these phrases when starting a new job. Scene 3. Office meeting. For our third scene, Emma and I will be in an office meeting. I'll play the role of team leader David, and Emma will play team member Anna. Let's begin. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to today's meeting.
Good morning, David.
Let's start by reviewing the action items from our last meeting. Anna, could you update us on the project timeline?
Yes, I've completed the project timeline. We're on track to finish by the end of the month.
That's good news. What challenges are you facing?
We're having some issues with the budget. We might need more resources to complete the project on time.
I see. Can you explain that in more detail?
The cost of materials has increased, and our original budget is no longer sufficient. We need an additional 10% to cover the costs.
Thank you for that information. Does anyone have suggestions on how to address this?
I suggest we negotiate with our suppliers for a better price. We might also consider reducing the scope of the project.
Those are good suggestions. Let's discuss each option. What are your thoughts on negotiating with suppliers?
I think it's worth trying. I can contact them this week to see if they can offer us a discount.
That would be helpful. What about reducing the scope of the project?
That might be more difficult. The client has already approved the current scope, and they might not be happy with changes.
I understand. Let's move on to the next item on our agenda. Sarah, could you share your progress on the marketing campaign?
Actually, David, Sarah is sick today and couldn't make it to the meeting.
I see. Thank you for letting me know. We'll check in with Sarah when she returns. Are there any other items anyone would like to discuss?
I'd like to suggest we schedule a training session for the new software we'll be using next month.
That's a good idea. I'll add that to our agenda for next week's meeting. Is there anything else?
Not from me. I think that covers everything.
Great. Let's summarize what we've discussed today and confirm our action items.
Vocabulary and phrase breakdown. Excellent meeting conversation. Now let's explain some key phrases.
First, let's start by reviewing the action items from our last meeting. This is how you begin a meeting by talking about previous tasks. For example, let's start by reviewing the action items, or let's look at what we decided last time.
Next, could you update us on the project timeline? This is how you ask for progress updates. Like in our dialogue, could you update us on the project timeline? You can also say, what's the status of the project?
Another useful phrase is, what challenges are you facing? This helps identify problems. For example, what challenges are you facing? Or, are there any issues we need to address?
We also used, can you explain that in more detail? This is how you ask for more information, like, can you explain that in more detail? Or, could you elaborate on that?
Finally, does anyone have suggestions on how to address this? This is how you ask for ideas to solve a problem. For example, does anyone have suggestions? Or, what are your thoughts on this?
Guided practice.
Now, let's practice these phrases. Repeat after me. Let's start by reviewing the action items from our last meeting.
Let's start by reviewing the action items from our last meeting. Could you update us on the project timeline?
Could you update us on the project timeline? What challenges are you facing?
What challenges are you facing? Can you explain that in more detail?
Can you explain that in more detail? Does anyone have suggestions on how to address this?
Does anyone have suggestions on how to address this?
I'd like to suggest we schedule a training session.
I'd like to suggest we schedule a training session.
Perfect. Now try using these phrases in your next meeting.
Scene 4. Asking for a raise.
For our final scene, Henry and I will be in a manager's office. I'll play the role of employee Jennifer, and Henry will play manager Robert. Let's begin.
Thank you for meeting with me, Robert. I appreciate you taking the time.
Of course, Jennifer. What would you like to discuss?
I'd like to talk about my performance and compensation. I've been with the company for 2 years now.
I see. What are your thoughts on your performance?
I believe I've made significant contributions to the team. I've successfully completed all my projects and taken on additional responsibilities.
I agree. Your work has been excellent. Can you give me some specific examples?
Last quarter, I led the marketing campaign that increased our sales by 15%. I also trained 3 new team members.
Those are impressive achievements. What else would you like to discuss?
Based on my performance and compensation, I would like to request a salary increase.
I understand. What kind of increase are you looking for?
I believe a 10% increase would reflect my value to the company and align with industry standards.
I appreciate you being direct. I'll need to discuss this with HR and get back to you.
I understand. When can I expect to hear back from you?
I should have an answer for you by the end of next week. Is that okay?
That would be fine. Thank you for considering my request.
You're welcome. I value your contributions to the team, and I'll do my best to advocate for you.
I appreciate that. Is there anything else I can do to support my request?
Continue performing at this high level and document your achievements. That will strengthen your case.
I'll do that. Thank you again for your time and consideration.
You're welcome. Let's schedule another meeting for next week to follow up.
That sounds good. I look forward to hearing from you.
Vocabulary and phrase breakdown. Wonderful raise conversation. Now let's explain some key phrases.
First, I'd like to talk about my performance and compensation. This is how you start a conversation about a raise. For example, I'd like to talk about my performance and compensation. Or, I'd like to discuss my salary.
Next, I believe I've made significant contributions to the team. This is how you highlight your achievements. Like in our dialogue, I believe I've made significant contributions. You can also say, I've added value to the company.
Another useful phrase is, I would like to request a salary increase. This is how you directly ask for a raise. For example, I would like to request a salary increase, or I'm asking for a raise.
We also used, what kind of increase are you looking for? This is how managers ask about your expectations. Like, what kind of increase are you looking for? Or, what are you hoping for?
Finally, I'll need to discuss this with HR and get back to you. This is a common response when a manager can't make an immediate decision. For example, I'll need to discuss this with HR, or I'll have to get approval from upper management.
Guided practice.
Now, let's practice these final phrases. Repeat after me.
I'd like to talk about my performance and compensation. I'd like to talk about my performance and compensation. I believe I've made significant contributions to the team. I believe I've made significant contributions to the team. I would like to request a salary increase. I would like to request a salary increase. What kind of increase are you looking for? What kind of increase are you looking for? I'll need to discuss this with HR and get back to you. I'll need to discuss this with HR and get back to you.
I appreciate you taking the time.
I appreciate you taking the time.
Excellent work. Now try using these phrases when discussing your career growth.
Okay, everyone, let's quickly recap what we've learned so far.
We've covered essential phrases for different professional situations.
We learned job interview phrases like, could you tell me a little about yourself? And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
We also practiced first day at work expressions such as welcome to our team and what are my main responsibilities.
And we learned meeting vocabulary like, let's start by reviewing the action items. And does anyone have suggestions?
Finally, we covered phrases for asking for a raise, including I'd like to talk about my performance and compensation, and I would like to request a salary increase.
Remember, these phrases will help you communicate more effectively in professional settings.
In the next part, we'll give you a challenge to practice what you've learned.
Listener challenge. Now it's time for your challenge. We want you to write a sentence in the comments below using one of the professional phrases we learned today.
You could say something like, in my next meeting, I will say, or when I talk about my achievements, I will say, or if I need to ask about my responsibilities, I will say.
We'll read some of your answers in our next episode, so don't be shy. We can't wait to see how you'll use these phrases in your professional life.
To wrap up, today we learned professional phrases and workplace vocabulary for career success.
We practiced in 4 different scenarios: job interviews, first day at work, office meetings, and asking for a raise.
Remember, mastering these phrases will help you communicate more confidently and effectively.
In the next part, we'll give you a challenge to practice what you've learned.
Thank you for joining us on Chill Talk English today.
Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more lessons.
See you next time. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.